Hey everybody, it's Miss Buckler with your video discussion for this week's collaborative discussion post. So last week you guys talked about the soul of the world and what it meant to you, as well as what it means to the book, The Alchemist. This week, let's talk about today's reading. So in today's reading, you're introduced to a new character, the Englishman. And his ultimate goal is to discover and understand the one true language of the world, right? So he studied Esperanto, he studied all the religions of the world, and now he's hoping to study alchemy. So something that he discusses that is a part of an alchemist's ultimate goal is the master work. So remember in my introduction to the book video, where I talked about how in alchemy, the goal is for that person to be able to transform a base metal like lead into a noble metal like gold. So we talked about the symbolism of lead being basic every day and gold being that best life kind of thing. So when we're looking at the Englishman's ultimate purpose in trying to understand the one true language of the world, we're curious as to how an alchemist's ultimate goal is to create the master work. So it's broken up into the philosopher's stone, and from there, that creates the elixir of life. So if you know your alchemy mythology, you would know that the philosopher's stone enables an alchemist to transform anything into gold, but also create the elixir of life, which translates into immortality, so living forever. If this is an alchemist's ultimate goal, what does that mean about the present? What does it mean about how people pursue their personal legend? So in this discussion, what I want you guys to think about is what does everlasting life and everlasting money do to enjoying the present? Does this make an alchemist constantly in pursuit of something that is unrealistic so that they waste their life? Or is this a worthy pursuit for someone? And ultimately, how does it fit into the Englishman's goal of trying to find the one true language of the world? How does ultimate life and ultimate money fit into the one true language of the world? So I'm going to go ahead and read the passage from the book that talks about the Englishman and his goals, and then you guys will post your own thoughts, and then to get full credit this week, you guys need to reply to someone else's original thought. All right, so this is the first section of Thursday's reading. All his life and all his studies were aimed at finding the one true language of the universe. First he had studied Esperanto, then the world's religions, and now it was alchemy. He knew how to speak Esperanto, he understood all the major religions well, but he wasn't yet an alchemist. He had unraveled the truths behind important questions, but his studies had taken him to a point beyond which he could not seem to go. He had tried in vain to establish a relationship with an alchemist, but the alchemists were strange people who thought only about themselves and almost always refused to help him. Who knows? Maybe they had failed to discover the secret of the master work, the philosopher's stone, and for this reason kept their knowledge to themselves. I'm going to skip down a little bit. It was said that he was more than 200 years old and that he had discovered the philosopher's stone and the elixir of life. The Englishman had been profoundly impressed by the story, but he would never have thought it more than just a myth had not a friend of his, returning from an archaeological expedition in the deserts, told him about an Arab that was possessed of exceptional powers. So again, what does this pursuit of all the money in the world and all the life in the world have to do with appreciating the present? And what does it have to do with making this a worthy pursuit for someone who is in search of all greater knowledge, ultimately leading to the one true language of the world? Look forward to seeing your responses in the discussion posts. Good luck!